Alright guys, the PIKKON and Janemba Dual Dokkan Fest is live on Global Dokkan. Now, I don't often do a specific video just like, oh, should you summon on this banner type thing. The reason I don't typically do this is because this is most effective for players before the banner comes out. Because, seems like a lot of people, if they're going to summon, the banner goes up and they summon right away, right? Just without being able to control themselves. But the thing is that for Global Dokkan, doing one of these, should you summons on the banner before it actually drops is a little bit ineffective because Global likes to change up their banners quite often, right? And then Global does discounts which have never existed on JP, tickets and just straight up extra discount multis, which again, we never see over on JP Dokkan. So it's always very difficult to just make a video ahead of time and be like, oh, well, if this. And so I like to do it whenever I would, just directly afterwards. The other reason I think now is sort of a special time is if we actually go in game, I believe this is the whoops. No, there we go. There's PIKKON and Janemba right there. PIKKON and Janemba right there. But over on JP, currently there is a mechanic with red coins, right? Where what happens is when you pull excess units from banners now, you're able to actually go over to the Baba shop and you can trade them for red coins. Now, specifically, it has to be characters you have rainbowed in order to trade them in, right? So, now that I have Dokkanfest Fidel rainbowed, now that she's actually, fully rainbowed, I could, unlock her, and I could go, oh, well, okay. I guess I would need the extra copy, right? So in order to do that, here's my Goten, who's actually, rainbowed and stuff like that. I could unlock him, and then because I have the other one, oh, that's interesting how that works. So I could trade in my Goten, because, okay, so this friend Goten right here is not rainbowed. This is the extra copy, because, obviously, Videl, I had bad luck, right? So this Goten is not rainbowed full dupe. So it looks like I would be able to trade in the actual, rainbowed, Goten I've got right there, because he is rainbowed, but then I also have the other copy, right? So what happens is, when you pull excess copies, so you have the unit already rainbowed and stuff like that, you could then trade them for 3 red coins, which is a really, really big deal. So I do think for global players specifically, summoning before this is implemented is really not wise, right? Now I would say, if you're someone who has no banner units rainbowed whatsoever, so if we go over here and then we pull up the PIKKON banner right here, and then I don't know, you've got none of these guys rainbowed, and then you go into the banner and you have almost nothing rainbowed in here. You don't have Scouter Vegeta rainbowed, Namek Kaioken Goku, you don't have Sin Shenron rainbowed, just nothing in here rainbowed. Then this coin exchange mechanic I'm telling you to wait for, it doesn't matter anyway, because you have to have units rainbowed in order to trade them for coins anyway. But keep in mind, until the update goes live, any summons you do, you can't trade those units for coins. If you rainbow a unit prior, that's fine, right? But it's let's say you already have Turles STR Gogeta, because he's been on 600 banners, right? Let's say you have STR Gogeta rainbowed on your Global Dokkan account right now. You pull for PIKKON today and you pull an extra copy of Gogeta, you will not be able to trade him for coins. Let's say you have Gogeta today on Global Dokkan. You need 1 copy to rainbow him. You pull the copy, you rainbow him, but then the next time you pull Gogeta would be a banner after the coin update mechanic is implemented. You would be able to trade that one for coins. It just requires you to have the unit rainbowed, but pulling any extra copies before the update does nothing, because it's very clear that what they do is they mark these banners, right? So it's this banner is marked. Any unit you pull from here, even unfeatured, again, the Kaioken Goku, Sin, Shenron, any of those unfeatured units, there's a flag or an ID or something that is on the unit that the game identifies that it was pulled from a red coin banner, so you can exchange it for red coins, right? So, none of your summons, really matter besides rainbowing units for the first time before this update is implemented. So if you've got rainbow units on Global Dokkan, you really shouldn't be summoning until this is implemented. Now, I don't think this is even really going to be that far in the future, right? I'm not saying, guys, you need to hang hang tight until August. You have to. Like, no. It's nothing like that. I think the update will probably come sometime in the first or second week of May. I think this coin update mechanic to come in May along with like a global first Goku Day banner is what I'm expecting personally. Because typically 2 months is the turnaround time for updates from JP to global. For example, it was like right in here, like the 23rd, 24th, 25th, I think somewhere in there, where JP got the update that introduced support memories, revival, costume change, all that type of thing, right? That same update is the one that came in the middle of March earlier last month that broke Global Dokkan, because they implemented that same update JP got on Global Dokkan, except they tried to omit support memories from it, and it caused the entire game to break, right? It was only a 2-month turnaround between the update, and it was only a 2-month turnaround when all the stuff pretty much in that update, Global is not even going to get until July anyway. So again, I think the coin exchange mechanic, the same name update mechanic for Global in May is very likely to occur. So again, that's what, if you're a Global Dokkan player, that's what I would expect. May is when you'll see the coin exchange mechanic. Now, talking about that whole coin exchange mechanic, I thought that was very important, just to sort of set the ground floor. You don't really want to go crazy summoning just until that's implemented. Again, probably next month on Global. Now, there's 2 other factors we can look at. One, the banners, quite honestly, I don't find that impressive. Now, I would argue that the blue fusions are highly underrated. Like, I keep saying this because I'm directly having people tell me they're not that good, seeing people say they're not that good. And, like, I've gotten comments saying, oh, truth, no one says that. It's like, yeah, they do, dude. Yes. People hate on the 5-year anniversary blue fusions because they take a while to build up before they're at full power, right? But they're still really good. But it's like, this Gogeta is the best unit on this banner, right? Like, this guy, like, he's, 15 months old on JP? This is not great. PIKKON is wonky. Exchange Boo flat out sucks. These 2 are solid, right? Turles is solid. They're good, and then Gogeta's good with his EZA. You don't have a high value banner here, honestly. And it's 8 featured units as well, because there's a summonable LR on here. And then it's pretty much the same thing over on Janemba's banner. Now, Gotenks is way better than Exchange Boo, and Janemba is way better than STR Gogeta, right? So that's 2 massive W's for the Janemba banner. And then Blue Vegito, Blue Gogeta, they're very close. Like, there's... Like, all the Goku and Vegeta cards who it's like, Vegeta just gets shafted because, like, the design favors Goku. Like, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku raises defense on his 12-key super attack, and Vegeta raises it on his 18-key, stuff like that. For Vegito and Gogeta, they're fairly similar. I think Gogeta will usually output more damage, whereas Vegito will output more defense, but they're very close, right? But then these 3 are... I mean, Trunks and Zamasu are definitely usable. Trunks is better than Zamasu for sure. You suck. And then they're obviously still really good, the 3-year anniversary LR. But these banners just aren't worth it. Now, the one good thing is, again, on Global Dokkan, global players are treated more fairly than JP players in terms of the summons, discounts, tickets, and the banners in general. I mean, outside of the 1-year anniversary, which, funny enough, had SCR Gogeta on it. Outside of that, Global Dokkan has just been treated better, throughout the life cycles of the 2 games, JP and Global, with the way banners are treated on Global. Global usually gets the W on that end, right? Now, what we have here is, over on JP, it's a typical dual Dokkan Fest. For JP, this is literally what you get. You get your 3 multis and then 1 free. That's it. Steps 5 to 8 is all JP has ever gotten. You do 50, 50, 50, and then you get your free multi, right? Well, typically on Global Dokkan, for major celebrations like this is what they'll do, right? There's 2 exclusive things that JP doesn't get. I do think you probably should skip these banners entirely. However, doing these first 3 multis does provide a lot of value, honestly. Like, if I was playing Global and was a Global main, no matter what, I would do the first 3 multis, for sure. All these discounts, like 20 stones off this one, 15 off this one, 5 off this one, plus the tickets... It's extreme value right there. I would, again, probably, you're not going to be hurt by doing these first 3 on each banner. Because, again, you get the first 3 discounted, you get your free, and then after that, each multi is 50, right? But these are always smart to take advantage of because, like, I don't know, if you're some global player and you pull PIKKON from 30 stone, like, step 1 multi, you just stop right there. Bam, 30 stones. I got my PIKKON. Got, you know, some other random SSR on there. Like, it's a dub. Just walk away, right? So that's what I'd recommend. And I am a staunch proponent of you are a moron if you do singles. That's it. I don't care. Because especially now with the, like, see, man, it is funny how often it comes back to me being right. Like, I go, don't tell people what to summon for. It's always all these types of things. But it's like, man, this advice, like, all these advices, I am correct. I've always said, never, ever, ever do singles because you get a guaranteed SSR. And guess what? People go, oh, I pull AGL Super Vegeta. I'm just going to do singles instead. Well, guess what? Now your AGL Super Vegeta pulls is going to get you red coins, which will get you closer to picking up the units anyway. So absolutely, with the coin exchange mechanic being a thing, it is invaluable that you get that guaranteed SSR at the end. So never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, do singles. You literally are only hurting yourself. There is no value in singles whatsoever besides the fact that you're like a crackhead and you actually can't control yourself. You can't resist the temptation to summon. You have to wait. Do multis because you get your guaranteed SSR at the end. You could do 20 singles, 100 stones, and get 0 SSRs. But, you know, if you do a 50 stone multi, right, or, well, I mean, these count. These give you guaranteed SSRs as well. But you do a multi and you're guaranteed an SSR at the end. You have to take advantage of that, right? So then on top of that, Global also gets the tickets, right? So, like, on top of these multis, you're also, this is basically 3 singles right here, right? These ticket banners, which are exact replicas. Taking advantage of that, again, is always smart. Like, if you're going to be playing Global Dokkan months and months behind, right? Like, taking advantage of these types of things that Global gets, basically, I guess, in exchange for being months behind, is very, very smart to do, right? So, I think maybe if you want to do the first 3 and then the free multi, that's not going to hurt you. There are also these packs. I mean, if you're someone who doesn't mind spending money on the game, picking up these packs would be good because you do get, like, lots of equips in them. There's tickets that will get you a guaranteed featured SSR. You have Elder Kai's, potential orbs. Like, these do have a lot of value, but you have to actually spend money for them. But, like, if you're someone who doesn't mind spending money on Dokkan and you're going to anyway, picking up these packs is a good idea because there's very valuable resources you can't just freely grind up, like equipment, orbs, keys, you know, things like that, which are not just like, you know, you can infinitely grind up, like Zenny or Awakening Metals and stuff like that, right? So you might want to pick those up. I mean, the other thing I was going to point out too, talking about the units, I mean, I've done so many videos on them. I did the God event videos. Later on today, I'm going to do level 10 link videos for them. I'll also take each one of them into a Super Battle Road stage so you guys can get a good look at them, plus all the videos I did on them when they came out in December and January, right? I mean, they're both good, right? Like, I as much as I hate Janemba and think he's the worst designed unit, like, in years we've had, he's still good, right? Like, I can't sit here and claim that he's bad. He's just poorly designed. He's poorly made, right? Like, he has no key links. You need 4 type orbs for his key support to activate. It's just asinine. Like, it's just very horrible design. You know, he is good defensively, but, I mean, he's even transformed. He loses his guard, so he could get absolutely cream-pied afterwards, even if he does dodge. It's just horrible design for Janemba. PIKKON really can steal the show and look ultra impressive, but I don't know. I mean, he does a lot, but it's like, you don't need him. Like, he definitely can help you in a lot of places, a lot of extreme Super Battle Road stages. Like, see, the difference, like, Videl, right? Let's just compare PIKKON to Videl directly. Videl is, like, highly limited in categories and links. PIKKON isn't on that many categories, but he's on a bunch of top-tier teams. Movie Heroes, I don't know that I would consider this even one of the best 10 categories or part of the top 10 best teams. But they're pushing Movie Heroes so hard that it very likely will be a top 10 team soon at this rate that they're going, right? Worthy Rival is better than people think, but I mean, that's, I don't know, is Worthy Rival better than Peppy Gal right now? Maybe, but it's probably similar. Otherworld Warriors is fodder, but it's combined with Angel Golden Frieza's leader skill with Revived Warrior. That's a really good team. Otherworld Warrior and Revived Warrior combined is crazy. Then Savior and Hybrid Saiyans is crazy. Battle of Wits and Majin Buu Saga is crazy. So it's like PIKKON is on a number of actually like really good teams, and he does fit and work well on these teams, right? His links are a little bit better than they look at first glance. I mean, something like Supreme Warrior, Gentleman, Otherworld Warriors, you're not going to get those activated very often. But like Shocking Speed, Experienced Fighters, and Fierce Battles are really good core for him. And for example, it allows him to work highly, extremely, incredibly well with this unit, still one of the best units in the game, right? So PIKKON and this unit are a great rotation. But I don't think PIKKON and Janemba, they're not like, oh, must-have units or anything like that. You could skip. The other thing, too, that I would say that's interesting is, besides the 6-year anniversary banners, which are, these are, like, they're incomparable to like how bad like the PIKKON and Janemba banners are and stuff like that. You have such high quality on these banners. It's insane, right? Like both of them have just like a plethora of summonable LRs. Like Global's going to have tickets and stuff like that. You know, if you want to save for anything, save for these. But besides the two main anniversary banners, this banner, I don't recommend summoning on because I'm not the biggest fan of either of these LRs. Like, you know, Universe 7, Android 17, they are good. But they're on reps of Universe 7, which is, I mean, after the 6-year anniversary, that team is, the category is small, but it's got, like, pretty much all the best units in the game on it. Like, I don't, like, he's unneeded. And then this unit is just, like, they're not even, I don't even know if I would consider this a top 20 unit overall in the game. Android 17 and Golden Frieza as a new summonable LR during the anniversary, a little wonky. So this is an easy skip if you're a global player. And then these two, like, these are both like non-hype Dokkan Fests that have dropped after the anniversary. Goten and Trunks' banner is a must skip because Gohan and Goten are on there. An 8 featured unit banner, you just, with like this summonable LR, this 2-year-old unit, no. And then the Videl banner, they made kind of disappointing as well, right? So, like, I don't know that the Videl banner is even something you should want to go for on global. So, really what I would say for global players and in terms of your summons and stuff like that, wait for the coin exchange mechanic if you have units rainbowed, if you're going to pull characters that you won't be able to use and you really want to wait for the coin exchange mechanic. But, I mean, it's not like there's a ton of amazing banners in the future. Like, a lot of these banners are pretty mid. Like, you know, again, Goku and Vegeta's banners are, like, the best banners of all time that aren't, like, don't have, like, guaranteed LRs on it, or like, step-up summons or something like that, right? Like, just, like, a normal banner, these are, like, the 2 best banners of all time. But then these other 2 that Global is going to get, well, these other 3, including 17 and Golden Frieza, are, like, I think, easily skippable units. Guess what? This unit doesn't exist on the friends list already. No one is running them as a lead, right? Like, and in order for them to be great, you have to be running basically a full team of Trunks and Goten. Ask yourself this. Are you often going to be running a full team of Trunks and Goten units? Probably not, right? Like, that's probably not a banner you're going to save for. And then Videl has, like, the most power, like, of any TUR in the game. But, like, she is still highly limited. I don't think she's a great unit to summon for, especially because her banner kind of sucks. Because they put these, just trio. What the hell are they doing on here? I do not understand. We have to be getting either a future Trunks arc LR or some time travelers thing. Like, there's an LR coming out on JP in like 2 weeks. It's got to be related to these 3. That's the only thing. Like, why? This exact trio is on Janemba's banner, dude. Like, look, it's the exact trio. They're right here. This banner was here on like January 20th for JP, like 2 months ago. Like, why the hell are they back again on Videl's banner? They have to be there for a reason. There's no way they're just like, yeah, let's just make Videl's banner suck by putting them on there. Like, there has to be a reason these 3 are on there directly again. They are good leaders. These 2 are great leaders for new players. Listen, Trunks and Zamasu are going to become very similar. I mean, they already are there, but to like transforming Frieza, transforming Goku, transforming Vegeta, where their leader skills are very, very good for new players. So that might be one reason that Zamasu and Trunks are characters that are going to start getting spammed relentlessly, is because of how quality their leader skills still are to this day, right? So let me know what you guys think of the dual Dokkan Fest for PIKKON and Janemba. Again, I think it's a pretty easy skip, man. I shouldn't even have to make this video, but I know so many of you dummies out there are blowing all your stones. I gotta get the shiny new unit, even though they're highly limited and very quirky and very wonky. Stop playing with me. You, the global free-to-play player watching this, you want a Saiyan. You want to run your Kamehameha team. You want to run your Fusion team. You want to run, you know, like your TOP team. That's what you want. None of these characters are existing over here, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.